Hi, and welcome back to the channel. I was a financial advisor for 22 years and I advise a lot of people. I can't believe it's 22 years. In many cases, I guided people up to and beyond retirement. And what I've done today is list the mistakes that I sometimes saw that clients would make. My name is Steve and I'm a retired financial advisor. I am sharing what I've learned over many years working in financial services. Please note that this is not advice and is not tailored to your specific needs. Number one, not spending enough money. Many of my clients had plenty of money and I would build them cash flow models showing them that they could reach all of their objectives and that they would still have plenty of money. Sometimes I would encourage them to spend more, for example, on travel and experiences, but in most cases they wouldn't. I think this was born out of a conservatism, a squirrel mentality, possibly with the implicit idea that their children would inherit the money. There is clear evidence that we maximize our happiness by spending time on experiences and not things beyond the base level of wealth. But I often struggled to get people to do that. Number two, spending too much money on the wrong things. I remember that one client wanted to spend half of his retirement savings on a brand new caravan setup because he wanted to fit in and look good in the caravan park. And it had to be new. A more depreciated caravan or something a bit smaller would not do, despite the fact it would have a massive impact on his retirement savings. Number three, not looking after your health. I remember a client of mine had bought a new car. He was describing to me how smoothly it would drive. And yet he himself had been physically falling apart over the time that I advised him. His car was perfect, but he had put on a great deal of weight since retiring. So he said, prioritize your health. So just as you would only put the most premium optimum fuel and oil into his car, make sure that what you eat is premium and optimal for you. Don't overeat. Just as he would get this car serviced meticulously, make sure that you have a suitable exercise program for yourself. Number four, too conservative a portfolio. So hopefully you'll be living a long time. And if your portfolio is too conservative, that is too much cash or bonds being interest-paying debt instruments, they do not grow so much in value. Whereas if you have a share-based portfolio, over time that should grow in value over time. Of course, there'll be years when your share investments fall in value, but they should be the minority of years based on what's happened historically. Past performance does not indicate future performance, of course. I could be wrong. 5, giving away too much money early. I have seen many examples of people giving money to their children and effectively hurting their own financial prospects. Just as you need to pull down the face mask on the plane for yourself first so that you can then help your child, you need to resist the urge to give your children money directly. This will also help them to grow their own financial wings rather than become overly dependent on you. 6, emotional trading. By this, I mean trying to anticipate markets and trying to move your money in and out of cash. This is essentially an impossible task. How do you know that the market has bottomed? How do you know that the market has peaked? The answer is you don't. So stay invested through the good times and the bad. You can manage this volatility by taking your income payments from a lower risk bond or cash portfolio as part of your overall portfolio, particularly for, say, the first 2 years of your investments. The market will fall, but the timing of the falling can make a difference. If the market falls in the first year of an investment or in the 10th year, this can change the outcome significantly. So setting aside your first 2 years of payments into a lower risk portfolio can help to manage that. 7, working too long and not working long enough. I often used to say to clients that working and earning for another year, particularly once you've paid off your mortgage, and devoting that money to saving for your retirement can make a massive difference to your financial outcomes. But there are also people who have set aside plenty for retirement and work longer than they need to. This is where a good advisor can do the financial modelling to show that you can or cannot actually afford to retire. I should say that I know people who have excellent careers and maybe should just keep working because they're so valuable to the community. So it really depends. Number 8, not having a plan. You do need to have a plan for your financial retirement. The sooner you plan and set aside money for your retirement, the better the outcome will be. And don't be an ostrich and hope that it will simply sort itself out. All that will happen is you won't have enough to live the life that you desire. Number 9, think about time for leisure and how you are going to spend your time in retirement. For many men in particular, they have neglected their friend networks. So they may feel isolated and without the self-defining job that made them who they are, and also the work friends and colleagues that will now be gone. This is where I think social networking apps like Stitch, which is designed for people over 50, can be a great boon. Number 10, not thinking about the future and all of these things put together. So, how will you spend your time in retirement? What do you think about these 10 items that I put up? Please let me know in the comments, and I wish peace and love to you all.